Beyond the gods you know, there are ancient, terrifying powers lurking in myth's forgotten corners, deities of shadow, magic, and the unseen. Tonight, we unearth them. Brace yourself, because their chilling stories might just haunt you long after this ends.
Welcome to Shadows of Creation, where ancient legends, forgotten horrors, and supernatural wars are reborn. For those who crave the untold side of mythology, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and tap the bell below.
Our journey begins at the convergence of ancient paths, a place where the air itself feels thin, where the ordinary world gives way to something far older and more potent. Here, in the moon-drenched night, stands Hecate, not merely a goddess of magic, but a primordial force, older than the Olympians, embodying the chilling essence of witchcraft, night, ghosts, and the very concept of the crossroads. Imagine her form, often depicted as a triple-bodied figure or with three heads, a dog, a serpent, and a horse, each gazing into a different dimension, seeing beyond mortal perception. Her presence evokes a primal fear, a shiver down the spine that whispers of ancient pacts and forbidden knowledge. Hecate walks where others dare not tread, at midnight, in deserted places, amidst crumbling tombs. She carries torches, not to banish the darkness, but to illuminate what lurks within it. The spirits of the dead, the secrets of necromancy, the hidden pathways of the mind. Her power is not of brute force, but of insidious influence. She grants wishes, but often with a price. She aids sorcerers, but demands respect. To displease Hecate was to invite nightmares, maddening whispers, and the chilling presence of restless spirits. She was the one who could unravel minds, summon phantom hounds, and guide witches through the darkest rituals. Hecate reminds us that power doesn't always reside in the grand halls of the known. Sometimes it lurks in the liminal spaces, in the forgotten corners of our perception. From the shadowy crossroads, we journey to the sun-kissed lands of ancient Egypt, but we move beyond the grand temples and pharaohs into the intimate yet deeply sacred space of the home. Here, presiding with an unnerving grace, is Bastet. You might know her as a cat goddess, but she is so much more, a fierce protector of domesticity, secrets, fertility, childbirth, and the very essence of feminine power. In her early forms, Bastet was a terrifying lioness, a warrior goddess embodying the sun's scorching heat and devastating power. But over millennia, her image softened, transforming into the elegant domestic cat. Yet beneath that gentle purr, that seemingly benign feline gaze, the primal lioness still stirs. Her duality is what makes her so captivating and subtly chilling. Imagine the comfort of a home, a place of safety and warmth, yet knowing that within its very walls, a silent ancient protector with a savage heart lies waiting. To touch her sacred animal, the cat, was to incur her wrath, a wrath that could manifest as plague, misfortune, or the unraveling of one's family. Bastet's power resides in the unspoken bonds of family, the hidden currents of desire, and the fertile mysteries of life itself. She guards the most vulnerable, the pregnant, the newborn, the innocent. Her festivals were joyous, intoxicating affairs, but even amidst the revelry, there was an awareness of her hidden depths, her fierce ability to defend her domain. Bastet teaches us that even in the comfort of the familiar, profound and protective forces can reside. Now let us plunge into the dense ancient forests and murky depths of Slavic mythology, where a complex and often misunderstood deity reigns, Veles. He is not a god of light or order, but a master of magic, wealth, cattle, the underworld, and perhaps most intriguingly, trickery. Often cast as the shadowy antithesis to the thunder god Perun, Veles embodies the untamed, unpredictable forces of nature and the hidden currents of existence. He is a shapeshifter, most often appearing as a great serpent, a dragon, or even a bear, his form shifting like shadows in the moonlight. He dwells in the tangled roots beneath the earth, in the depths of rivers, and in the heart of primeval forests. Veles is the lord of the Nav, the Slavic underworld, a guide for lost souls, but also a weaver of illusions, a holder of hidden knowledge. He controls the flow of earthly wealth, often obtained through cunning rather than direct means. The relationship between Veles and Perun is a constant cosmic struggle, a cycle of storm and calm, order and chaos. Veles represents the wild, the cunning, the part of nature that cannot be tamed, the secrets that lie beneath the surface. His cult involved a deep respect for nature's raw power and an understanding that not all power is benevolent or easily understood. There's a chilling allure to his unpredictability, the sense that one might strike a bargain with him, only for the terms to twist in unforeseen ways. Veles reminds us that chaos has its own power, and the deepest truths often reside in the shadows, where civilization fears to tread. Our journey now takes us eastward to the mythical origins of Japan, and to a goddess whose story is both beautiful and tragically heartbreaking. Izanami. She is the primordial goddess of creation, the mother of the very islands of Japan and countless deities. But her story is inextricably, terrifyingly linked with death itself. Imagine the dawn of existence. Izanami, alongside her brother-husband Izanagi, stands, stirring the primordial chaos from which the first island congeals. She brings forth life, beauty, and the very fabric of the world. She is the source, the great mother. But her fate takes a chilling turn during the birth of the fire god, Kagutsuchi. The flames consume her, and she descends into Yomi, the land of the dead. Izanagi, unable to bear her loss, follows her into that dreaded realm, defying the very laws of life and death. He finds her, but she pleads with him not to look upon her. Driven by a desperate hope, he broke his promise, and what he sees is horrifying. His beautiful wife, now a decaying, festering corpse, swarming with maggots and demons. Her shame and rage are monumental. She pursues him, sending terrifying creatures after him. Though he escapes, their bond is eternally broken. In a powerful, emotionally triggering moment, she vows to kill 1,000 people every day, while he vows to create 1,500. Izanami, in her rage and sorrow, becomes the embodiment of inevitable decay, the inescapable embrace of death. Izanami's story is a powerful reminder that even the purest acts of creation are shadowed by the ultimate reality of death, and some promises once broken lead to eternal devastating consequences. Our final unearthing brings us to the vibrant yet often stark world of Aztec mythology in Mesoamerica. Among its formidable pantheon of sun gods and war deities, we find a goddess of exquisite beauty and profound yet often overlooked power, Xochiquetzal. She is the goddess of flowers, beauty, pleasure, love, fertility, weaving, painting, and young women. She is the embodiment of life's sensual joys, a stark, beautiful contrast to the blood and sacrifice often associated with her pantheon. Her radiant form is perpetually youthful, adorned with precious flowers and feathers, a vision of pure delight. She patronizes artists, weavers, and anyone who creates beauty in the world. Her domain is the lushness of the earth, the intoxicating scent of blossoms, the delicate skill of artistry, and the tender intimacy of young love. Her festivals were celebrations of fertility and pleasure, a riot of color and fragrance, offering a glimpse into the more joyous side of Aztec belief. However, even in her boundless beauty, there is a bittersweet undercurrent. Xochiquetzal, like the flowers she represents, is a symbol of fleeting beauty. Her myths sometimes hint at transformations, kidnappings, or the transience of youth. She reminds us that joy is precious precisely because it is ephemeral, that true beauty is often fragile. While other gods demanded blood, Xochiquetzal asked for reverence for life's artistic and pleasurable aspects. Xochiquetzal calls us to appreciate the present, to find solace and wonder in creation, and to cherish the vibrant yet ultimately fleeting tapestry of life. We rise now from the depths of these forgotten pantheons, leaving behind the chilling crossroads, the watchful hearths, the shadowy forests, the tragic underworlds, and the vibrant fleeting gardens. Hecate, Bastet, Veles, Izanami, Xochiquetzal. Their names may not roll off the tongue with the same familiarity as the great sky fathers, but their stories, their influence, their very existence is just as potent. They remind us that divinity is not monolithic, that power takes countless forms, and that the human experience, reflected in myth, is infinitely more complex than we often allow ourselves to see. They embody our deepest fears of the unknown, our primal need for protection, our awe of untamed nature, our sorrow at life's fragility, and our desperate yearning for beauty and joy. These forgotten gods and goddesses are not merely ancient tales. They are echoes of our collective consciousness, whispering truths about existence that we might have overlooked. They are the guardians of the unseen, the masters of the subtle, the powerful forces that shape us in ways we rarely acknowledge. So the next time you feel a shiver down your spine in the dark, or find solace in the warmth of home, or feel the untamed call of the wild, or mourn the passing of beauty, remember their names, for in their obscurity lies a profound and enduring power, and in their remembrance perhaps we find a deeper understanding of ourselves. The pantheon, it seems, is far vaster and far more mysterious than you ever dared to imagine.